This is a HPD ARX-01B Ex-Highcroft chassis 11. It was driven by the likes of David Brabham, Scott Sharp, and Simon Pagino. It's a unique car in a sense that it's a Honda V8, a 3.4 liter. Honda didn't produce many road car V8s, if any at all. Everything they've done is 4 cylinders or V6s, and this is a specific racing engine V8. And this car was kind of just a bare chassis, kind of looked as like a spare tub, if you will. It didn't really have the pieces parts. But then as more conversations carried on and stuff, it became realistic that my client wanted to actually get it running and build it back to the specs it ran in 2008. This has been a long project. It's almost 3.5 years in the making. It was a bare chassis. We had to remanufacture the wiring harnesses. We had to reverse engineer a lot of parts, make things ourselves. Some things we had in-house that we were able to use on this project. But within the last week or so, we were to a point where we could actually fire up the engine for the first time. Fire-ups are always exciting. It's always like a milestone in a restoration project like that. And then the next step is going to the engine dyno. So once we get the engine running, that's part of the battle. The next step is we actually have to go to a dyno, tune the engine, make sure that the mixtures are right and it's getting the right fuel economy. I know that sounds weird in a race car, but yeah, and the drivability and a lot of the electronic side of things have to be adjusted. So on the dyno, you're able to put load to the rear tires. So you can actually measure like torque outputs and horsepower outputs. That's kind of like the later stages of dynoing it. You're trying to optimize the power and torque levels. But the early stages, things like we're doing today, is just making sure that all of the vitals look good, oil pressure, water temp, the engine's firing on all cylinders, injectors are doing what they have to do. The short term, I would say we're going to do some HSR events with it, and that's probably where it will spend most of its life. But it will definitely be raced. It's not a museum piece. It's not going to sit somewhere and collect dust. It's going to get used.